Hi, I'm James Lamont, fellow at the Vadine Center for Rural Economic Development at the University of Minnesota Crookston. Last week, we talked about ag and its contribution to the Minnesota economy. Now we're going to talk about agriculture and its overall impact to the greater Midwest. In 2024, it's anticipated that the Midwest will do about $160 billion in agricultural production. Iowa, Illinois, and Nebraska are the leaders. We're also going to see a number of new adaptation to new technologies, as well as AI-driven management and additional efficiencies led by research and development within the genetic crop space. We're also looking at diversified crop production. This is due to a variety of reasons, whether they're market dynamics or climate dynamics. We're starting to see specialty crops like hemp, organic vegetables, and renewable energy crops diversifying sort of the more conventional farming economy. And then we're seeing a number of components associated with climate resilience being implemented across states in the upper Midwest as well, due to the fact that there are new things that we have to kind of think through, from greater yields, but also new pestilence and or increased rainfall in some areas versus drought in others. In 2024, there have been, for the first half of the year, roughly a 20% increase in extreme weather events. We had major tornado outbreaks in the Midwest early. Then we had a very wet spring. This has naturally impacted both livestock as well as crop production. Some of that market volatility, we've seen drops in prices for corn and soy and other products, but then that's driven by trade uncertainties and fluctuating commodity prices. I suspect that'll continue because we are in an election cycle here in the United States. So until we figure out who's who, we're sort of nebulous in terms of our ability to predict what agricultural prices will look like due to trade agreements and or changes. The labor dynamics continue to be a problem in the Midwest. We've seen a 10% decline roughly in labor availability. So you're seeing increased investment in automation as well as new recruitment incentives for companies across the agricultural industry. And then lastly, there's, as I mentioned earlier, there's a growing demand for locally sourced foods because of the reduced carbon footprint and other farm to table attributes. So you're seeing about a 30% increase year to year in that particular niche market, providing new revenue streams for Minnesota farmers, as well as those across the greater Midwest. I'd like to thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.